This video is not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by the National Institute for Automotive Service Excellence, ASE. It is created solely for educational purposes to help viewers expand their automotive knowledge and prepare for ASE-style topics. For official information, study materials, and certification details, please refer directly to ASE.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something really helpful lined up for you. 50 practice multiple-choice questions to test your knowledge and help you study smarter. Whether you're brushing up for an exam, preparing for a certification, or just wanting to strengthen your automotive skills, this video is designed to guide you step by step. Grab a notebook, follow along, and see how many you can get right. Let's dive in and start learning together.
1. When replacing a clutch disc, what should always be done before installation? A. Grease the friction surface. B. Resurface or inspect the flywheel. C. Soak the disc in oil overnight. D. Remove the pilot bearing. Answer: B. Resurface or inspect the flywheel. Explanation: a warped or glazed flywheel causes chatter or slippage even with a new disc. 2. What component transmits torque from the transmission to the rear axle? A. Drive chain. B. Drive shaft. C. Clutch fork. D. Differential. Answer: B. Drive shaft. Explanation: the drive shaft connects the transmission output shaft to the differential input. 3. A whining noise that disappears when the clutch pedal is depressed usually indicates A. Worn throwout bearing. B. Faulty pilot bearing. C. Worn input shaft bearing. D. Misadjusted clutch cable. Answer: C. Worn input shaft bearing. Explanation: the input shaft spins when the clutch is engaged, so a worn bearing will whine until load is removed. 4. What causes a clutch pedal to feel spongy? A. Air in hydraulic system. B. Broken clutch fork. C. Warped pressure plate. D. Oil on friction disc. Answer: A. Air in hydraulic system. Explanation: air compresses under pressure, causing a soft pedal and incomplete disengagement. 5. Which transmission component transfers torque between gears on parallel shafts? A. Countershaft. B. Idler gear. C. Main shaft. D. Synchronizer hub. Answer: A. Countershaft. Explanation: the countershaft transmits power from the input to main shaft gears.
6. A clutch that slips under acceleration but not during steady cruising likely has A. Weak pressure plate springs. B. Low transmission fluid. C. Bent clutch fork. D. Air in slave cylinder. Answer: A. Weak pressure plate springs. Explanation: weak springs reduce clamping force, leading to slip under high torque. 7. Which gear type produces the quietest operation in modern transmissions? A. Straight-cut spur gears. B. Helical gears. C. Bevel gears. D. Hypoid gears. Answer: B. Helical gears. Explanation: helical teeth engage gradually, reducing noise and vibration. 8. The most likely cause of oil on a clutch disc is A. Failing rear main seal. B. Worn clutch fork pivot. C. Overfilled transmission. D. Faulty hydraulic hose. Answer: A. Failing rear main seal. Explanation: a leaking engine rear main seal contaminates the clutch friction surfaces. 9. Which tool is required to align a new clutch disc during installation? A. Dial indicator. B. Alignment tool, pilot tool. C. Torque wrench. D. Feeler gauge. Answer: B. Alignment tool. Explanation: the tool centers the disc to the pilot bearing for smooth input shaft installation. 10. A car pops out of second gear on deceleration, what's most likely worn? A. Clutch disc. B. Detent spring or shift fork. C. Output shaft bearing. D. Synchronizer ring. Answer: B. Detent spring or shift fork. Explanation: weak detents or bent forks allow gear disengagement during load changes. 11. What is the function of the differential side gears? A. Turn the drive shaft. B. Allow axle shafts to rotate at different speeds. C. Provide torque multiplication. D. Support the pinion bearings. Answer: B. Allow axle shafts to rotate at different speeds. Explanation: side gears let each wheel spin independently in turns. 12. In a constant mesh transmission, all gears are A. Constantly engaged with each other. B. Engaged only when selected. C. Locked to shafts by dog clutches. D. Used for reverse only. Answer: A. Constantly engaged with each other. Explanation: all gears mesh continuously. Synchronizers lock them to shafts when selected. 13. What is the main purpose of synchronizers? A. Prevent gear whine. B. Match gear speeds for smooth engagement. C. Increase torque. D. Lubricate the input shaft. Answer: B. Match gear speeds for smooth engagement. Explanation: synchronizers equalize speed between gears and shafts to prevent grinding. 14. Which part of a limited-slip differential controls the friction between side gears? A. Cone clutches. B. Thrust washers. C. Pinion shaft. D. Spider gears. Answer: A. Cone clutches. Explanation: LSDs rely on cone or plate clutches to resist wheel slip. 15. Excessive driveline vibration after a U-joint replacement usually indicates A. U-joints installed out of phase. B. Over-torqued bolts. C. Faulty wheel bearings. D. Loose clutch cover bolts. Answer: A. U-joints installed out of phase. Explanation: misaligned U-joints cause cyclic speed variations and vibration.
16. A driver reports a growl when the clutch pedal is pressed. What's likely bad? A. Pilot bearing. B. Throwout bearing. C. Input shaft bearing. D. Output shaft bearing. Answer: B. Throwout bearing. Explanation: the release bearing is loaded only during clutch pedal operation. 17. A chipped synchronizer ring would most likely cause A. Gear pop-out. B. Grinding when shifting. C. Transmission leak. D. Differential noise. Answer: B. Grinding when shifting. Explanation: damaged synchro rings can't match speeds smoothly. 18. The clutch fork acts as A. Torque transfer lever. B. Release lever. C. Pivot for the flywheel. D. Pressure plate retainer. Answer: B. Release lever. Explanation: the fork transfers pedal or slave movement to the release bearing. 19. What is the purpose of a dual mass flywheel? A. Increase clutch pressure. B. Reduce div line vibration. C. Allow higher torque multiplication. D. Improve fuel economy. Answer: B. Reduce div line vibration. Explanation: dual mass flywheels absorb torsional vibrations from diesel or high torque engines. 20. A broken clutch return spring can cause A. Low pedal effort. B. Clutch pedal staying down. C. Hard pedal feel. D. Gear grind in neutral. Answer: B. Clutch pedal staying down. Explanation: without return tension, the pedal doesn't lift back fully.
21. Technician A says the pinion gear drives the ring gear. Technician B says the ring gear drives the pinion. Who is correct? A only, B only, C, both, D, neither. Answer, A only. Explanation. The pinion, connected to the drive shaft, turns the larger ring gear. 22. What results from excessive backlash in ring and pinion gears? A. Noisy operation. B. Low fuel economy. C. Burned clutch disc. D. Smooth gear engagement. Answer. A. Noisy operation. Explanation. Too much clearance between gears causes clunking or whining noises. 23. Which type of bearing is used for differential pinion shaft support? A. Ball bearing. B. Tapered roller bearing. C. Needle bearing. D. Sleeve bearing. Answer. B. Tapered roller bearing. Explanation. Tapered rollers handle combined thrust and radial loads from the pinion. 24. A worn output shaft seal will cause A. Clutch slip. B. Transmission oil leak. C. Noisy differential. D. Stiff gear shifting. Answer. B. Transmission oil leak. Explanation. The output seal prevents fluid from escaping at the driveshaft yoke. 25. The synchronizer hub connects directly to the A. Countershaft. B. Main shaft. C. Clutch fork. D. Input gear. Answer. B. Main shaft. Explanation. Synchronizer hubs are splined to the main shaft to lock gears when selected.
26. Incorrect pinion depth adjustment results in A. Clutch chatter. B. Gear whine and premature wear. C. Tire squeal. D. Slow engagement. Answer. B. Gear whine and premature wear. Explanation. Improper tooth contact leads to uneven loading and noise. 27. The countershaft in a manual transmission is driven by the A. Output shaft. B. Input gear. C. Synchronizer hub. D. Reverse idler gear. Answer. B. Input gear. Explanation. The input gear meshes with a gear on the countershaft to transmit torque. 28. A technician finds blue discoloration on clutch pressure plate fingers. This means A. Overheating from slippage. B. Hydraulic fluid leak. C. Weak return spring. D. Lack of lubrication. Answer. A. Overheating from slippage. Explanation. Bluing shows high heat, typically from excessive slip or riding the clutch. 29. Constant velocity joints are typically found on A. Solid rear axles. B. Front-wheel drive vehicles. C. Heavy trucks only. D. Rear engine vehicles only. Answer. B. Front-wheel drive vehicles. Explanation. CV joints allow constant rotational speed despite steering angles. 30. A limited-slip differential clutch pack that chatters in turns needs A. New bearings. B. Friction modifier additive. C. Heavier gear oil. D. More preload. Answer. B. Friction modifier additive. Explanation. Special additives prevent stick-slip chatter in LSD clutch packs. 31. The purpose of the detent ball and spring assembly is to A. Hold the shifter in gear. B. Engage the clutch. C. Adjust preload. D. Lubricate bearings. Answer. A. Hold the shifter in gear. Explanation. Detents lock the shift rail to prevent gear disengagement. 32. The part that transmits torque through the drive shaft to the rear axle is called A. Slip yoke, B. Universal joint, C. Idler shaft, D. Synchronizer sleeve. Answer: B. Universal joint. Explanation: U-joints transmit torque between misaligned shafts. 33. What's the typical cause of a clunk when shifting from park to drive on a rear-wheel drive manual transmission vehicle? A. Excessive backlash in differential, B. Low clutch fluid, C. Sticking throwout bearing, D. Worn pressure plate. Answer: A. Excessive backlash in differential. Explanation: gear clearance causes a take-up clunk when torque is applied suddenly. 34. A grinding noise only in fifth gear likely means A. Damaged fifth gear teeth or bearing, B. Faulty U-joint, C. Clutch drag, D. Damaged synchronizer hub. Answer: A. Damaged fifth gear teeth or bearing. Explanation: noise isolated to one gear indicates that specific gear set is worn. 35. Which of these is true about hypoid gears? A. Teeth are straight cut, B. The pinion is offset below the ring gear centerline, C. They are louder than bevel gears, D. Used only for front axles. Answer: B. The pinion is offset below the ring gear centerline. Explanation: the offset reduces drive shaft height and noise.
36. If clutch pedal free play is too small, the result may be A. Clutch drag, B. Clutch slip, C. No effect, D. Low fluid pressure. Answer: B. Clutch slip. Explanation: without enough free play, constant release bearing pressure prevents full engagement. 37. A transmission fluid with metal particles most likely indicates A. Normal wear, B. Bearing or gear damage, C. Clogged vent, D. Overfilled case. Answer: B. Bearing or gear damage. Explanation: metallic debris shows internal wear or failure. 38. The final drive ratio is determined by A. Synchronizer ratio, B. Ring gear teeth divided by pinion gear teeth, C. Pinion teeth divided by ring gear teeth, D. Input to output gear ratio. Answer: B. Ring gear teeth divided by pinion gear teeth. Explanation: the ratio is calculated by dividing ring gear teeth by pinion gear teeth. 39. A vehicle with torque steer likely has A. Unequal length drive axles, B. Faulty pressure plate, C. Bad U-joint, D. Differential backlash. Answer: A. Unequal length drive axles. Explanation: unequal shafts create different torque reactions in FWD vehicles. 40. Which differential type uses a worm gear and wheel? A. Torsion differential, B. Open differential, C. Locking differential, D. Cone clutch differential. Answer: A. Torsion differential. Explanation: torsion systems use worm gears for torque-sensing traction control.
41. What's the purpose of a clutch damper spring? A. Increase clamp load, B. Absorb torsional vibration, C. Reduce bearing preload, D. Maintain pressure plate balance. Answer: B. Absorb torsional vibration. Explanation:
Springs smooth out engine pulses for smoother engagement. 42. If a vehicle jumps forward when starting in gear with the clutch pedal fully depressed, it indicates A. Dragging clutch, B. Slipping clutch, C. Worn synchronizer, D. Bad pilot bearing. Answer A. Dragging clutch. Explanation: the clutch isn't fully disengaging, causing partial engagement. 43. Which gear is normally used for direct drive in a manual transmission? A. First, B. Second, C. Third or fourth, D. Fifth. Answer C. Third or fourth. Explanation: direct drive is typically 1-to-1 ratio, usually in mid-range gear. 44. A rear axle bearing failure is most often detected by A. Oil burning smell, B. Growling noise increasing with vehicle speed, C. Shifting difficulty, D. Pedal vibration. Answer B. Growling noise increasing with speed. Explanation: bad bearings growl and change tone with speed. 45. The purpose of a pinion bearing crush sleeve is to A. Maintain proper preload, B. Lubricate bearings, C. Provide gear ratio, D. Prevent leaks. Answer A. Maintain proper preload. Explanation: the crush sleeve compresses to set pinion bearing preload precisely.
46. A chipped tooth on a ring gear typically causes A. A vibration during shifting, B. A clicking noise once per revolution, C. A whining sound in all gears, D. A fluid leak. Answer B. Clicking noise once per revolution. Explanation: a missing tooth produces a rhythmic click or clunk. 47. A clutch disc facing that's thicker on one side can cause A. Pedal pulsation, B. Transmission leak, C. Excess free play, D. Clutch slip. Answer A. Pedal pulsation. Explanation: uneven thickness causes engagement vibration and pedal feedback. 48. When the drive shaft angle is too steep, the symptom is A. Clutch chatter, B. U-joint vibration, C. Gear grinding, D. Shifting stiffness. Answer B. U-joint vibration. Explanation: steep angles cause cyclic speed variations in U-joints. 49. Which tool is most useful for checking pinion preload? A. Torque wrench, B. Inch-pound torque wrench, C. Micrometer, D. Dial gauge. Answer B. Inch-pound torque wrench. Explanation: preload is measured in inch-pounds of rotating torque. 50. The correct lubricant for hypoid gears is A. GL3 gear oil, B. GL4 gear oil, C. GL5 gear oil, D. ATF. Answer C. GL5 gear oil. Explanation: hypoid ring and pinion sets have high sliding contact and load. They require EP, or extreme pressure additives found in GL5 formulations, to prevent wear and pitting.
Thanks so much for studying with us today. I hope these practice questions helped boost your confidence and sharpen your skills. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next study session. You can click the links on screen right now to watch another study video and keep your learning going. I'll see you over there.